and reinvest that money to create opportunities for the next generation rather than deprive them of the opportunities. This budget, things are beginning to recover. Now there's a little bit more money in there for higher education. That's good for the University of Wisconsin system. But if you're a student who's trying to pay for a tuition which went up 11% 2 years ago with $0 for financial aid, there is $0 in this budget for financial aid. Now what is in this budget is $348 million in new income tax cuts. So those of you who are making $80,000, that's not very many in this room, that's an income tax benefit of $2 per week. A pretty insignificant investment. But there's no money for financial aids. There's something wrong with a policy that says we're going to cut taxes in an insignificant way, but not invest in making sure higher education remains affordable. Not only does the budget cut $348 million from income taxes, it includes $252 million in tax cuts to corporations. So that at the end of next year, manufacturing corporations will hardly pay any income taxes to the state of Wisconsin. Well, now we are up to almost $600 million in tax cuts. And the budget transfers $300 million from the state general purpose revenue to help fund education and moves it to pay for roads. To build $1 billion worth of road improvements in southeastern Wisconsin. That's $900 million that is being taken out of the funding source to help pay for higher education. How many of you have heard of Grover Norquist? Anybody know who Grover Norquist is? A few of you may know who Grover Norquist is. Grover Norquist is a conservative guru who's been leading the conservative movement across America for decades. Here's why I mentioned Grover Norquist's name. Grover Norquist is best known for his statement that says, I'm going to reduce government spending so that it's so small you can drown the rest of it in a bathtub. He's not interested in providing investment of tax dollars to improve the lot for all Americans. He doesn't want to pay any tax dollars at all, and he wants everybody else to survive on their own. We are a society in which we benefit from the collective gifts of those around us. That's what's called community. It's a sense of giving and sharing for the common good. That's what's so significant about this program, is that when you succeed, we all succeed as a society. That puts a lot of responsibility on those of you as students, because we expect you to do well, but we're also willing to invest in your well-being and give you the tickets to prosper. And that's a heck of a lot different from the mentality, the law of the jungle mentality that says you're on your own and only the fittest will survive. That simply is not the Wisconsin I know, that's not the America I know, that isn't the ideals of the America we need to be. We need to strive so that every citizen in this country has an opportunity to succeed, to be the best, to give the most. And we don't need it just because we don't want you to get a college degree just because you may have the opportunity to make more money. Those who graduate from college are also the ones who are more civic-minded. They vote more often. They participate in their community. They're community leaders. They're the ones who help solve the problems. And so we need a more informed and engaged society, and higher education is one of those tickets that enables us to achieve that. And this program equalizes those opportunities. For those of you who are high school students, you can begin to think about touching that dream of a higher education that is unachievable without programs like this. It's unattainable. we need to let you know that we're going to help you succeed. But we've got to make sure that there's financial aid, that Pell Grants are protected, and that we support higher education so that campuses like this can continue to offer programs like this so that every person can enter college, graduate, and be part of this just society in an economic and social way. I must tell you that I'm angry that we have reached a point in this country where we're going in a direction where it seems acceptable that if you're under $24,000 a year, only 8% of the students who fall in that income category are going to get a college degree. But if you are in the upper echelon, upper 25% quartile of this country, that 82% are going to get a college degree. That economic injustice is unacceptable. And we must do everything we can to turn the politics of this nation around so that we invest for the benefit of the next generation and not selfishly just hold on to doing what we can for ourselves and leave the future up to you to figure it out. You have taken it upon yourself. You're here for a reason. The awards will be given to those who have excelled. And each of you are an inspiration. Each one of you tell an important story of personal success, but you're an inspiration to each and every one of us for what you are doing to improve your own lives. We must be equally committed as a society to do the same for your neighbor, for your cousin, for your brother, and for the next generation. We will be measured as a society as a just society by how well we provide opportunities for the next generation to have greater opportunities, to enjoy more prosperity. And it will be through higher education, our commitment to education, and our commitment to a pathway that's good for each and every citizen, regardless of income, to participate. The TRiO program does that. Thank you, Riley, to you and to all the teachers who will take the time to help you be successful. One final point I'll make is that sometimes in this path to getting a degree, it's a struggle. It's hard. I don't have my degree yet. I'm still 8 credits short. And they want me to take algebra. I keep reminding them I know how to count 36 million up from the academic building and 22 million for the wellness center. Stay with it. Stay with it. That degree is worth more than a piece of paper. It's an incredible personal accomplishment. And you will use that accomplishment as a gift that you will share with your family, in your professional careers, in your community the rest of your lives. We will do everything we can to help you be successful, get through, and the next generations will be better off as we go. Thank you.